Hello everyone, myself Vikrant Chandan Shive. Today we are discussing about DNA replication in prokaryotic organism, that is E. coli. So in a previous lecture we have discussed some basic of DNA replication process, and also we know that the how the Michelson and Stahl's prove that the DNA replication process is a semi-conservative type. DNA replication in prokaryotic, the E. coli chromosome is a single, double-stranded and circular in nature. The replication in a prokaryotic is a semi-conservative type. The parental replication strands is called as template strands. Using the template strands, the new daughter strands are synthesized. Four components are required for the DNA replication process. DNTPs includes DATP, DTTP, DGTP and DCTP. Without template strand, DNA replication process cannot be proceeds. DNA polymerase enzymes, one of the processive enzymes in which the daughter strands will be synthesized. Magnesium ions for the optimize the DNA polymerase activity. If there is no magnesium ions, the activity of DNA polymerase will be very low. Enzymes are the proteins involved in a DNA synthesis. DNA polymerase. There are three different types of DNA polymerase enzymes present in prokaryotic organisms. That is DNA polymerase 1, 2 and DNA polymerase 3. Each DNA polymerase have the different role. That is DNA polymerase 1 function is different. Second, mostly involves in a DNA repair mechanism, and third is the main progressive enzymes where the new daughter DNA will be synthesized. DNA gyrase, these enzymes relax the supercoiling of DNA. As you know that DNA has the supercoiling. These enzymes is also called as topoisomerase. Primase mainly involves in primer synthesis. What are the primers? Primers are the short chains of oligonucleotide. In a DNA replication process, the DNA polymerase cannot initiate the DNA replication, so that it requires some primer bases. The primer bases which is to be added by the primase enzymes, they are the ribose type, that they are not a deoxy types, they are the RNA type. Okay, DNA helicase, it acts as the helix breaker that separate both the strands of DNA. SSBP, single stranded binding proteins, maintain the single stranded separates, because if the helicase unwinds the DNA, due to thermodynamic nature of DNA, there is again bond formation takes place. So that to avoid such a situation, there is the SSBP proteins. They bind DNA and maintain single stranded forms. If there is a single stranded form, that is only possible for the synthesis of the daughter strands. Otherwise, it is not possible. DNA replication process. The DNA replication is a semi-conservative type. The prokaryotic genome is a double-stranded circular containing single origin replication sites called as ORIC sites. The DNA replication in prokaryotic occurs in both direction to 180 degree at the terminal end. Basically, as I mentioned earlier, in case of prokaryotic DNA, they are the double-stranded and circular. That means they are the single origin and ends with at opposite terminals. Okay. In case of eukaryotic systems, they are the multiple origin sites of DNA replication process. Okay. But in case of prokaryotic system, there is a single origin replication sites. So this is diagrams we have explained in details. Okay. So let's see here. before the helicase enzymes, there is one more enzyme is working on the DNA. Okay, it is called as topoisomerase. Okay, topoisomerase, that to be called as DNA gyrase. Okay. Then next to this is the SSB proteins, where when the DNA helicase separates the DNA, suddenly the SSBP proteins binds to maintain the separate single stranded forms. This one is the, as you know, that this one is the parental DNA. Okay, the DNA polymerase working on it. Okay, the DNA replication always takes place from 5' to 3' direction. Okay, 5' to 3' direction process. Okay, there is a primase synthesize the primers. This red color is the short chain of the primer nucleotide. They are the RNA type nucleotide. Okay, they are not a deoxyform. Next is when the DNA replication will be initiated, there is a formation of a bubble, so that is called as replication fork or the replication bubble. See, as shown in figure. Okay, replication bubble. Okay, apart from these, there is one strand is act as the leading strands and one strand is act as the lagging strands. Okay, leading strand and lagging strands. Why it is called as leading strands? Here this strands is continuously synthesized. Okay, this strands is continuously synthesized. But you taking the example that is lagging strand, this strands is discontinuous. This here is some fragment, here is a fragment is there. Okay, likewise this strands is discontinuously synthesized, so that it required some enzymes for the ligation process, that is the ligation. That's why it is called as lagging strands. Okay, for the ligation process, there is two enzymes is working. One is DNA ligase and another is DNA polymerase 1. Okay, these two enzymes working together to fill up the all nucleotide. Okay, and DNA polymerase 1, these strands is discontinuously synthesized, and DNA polymerase 1 fill up all the nucleotide in between them, and the final touch-up is given by the DNA ligase enzymes. This discontinuous synthesized fragment also called as Okazaki fragments. This fragment is also called as Okazaki fragment. Okay, this fragment is also called as Okazaki fragment because this is discontinuously synthesized and first time invented by scientist Okazaki. Okay, next is apart from these, the DNA polymerase, as I mentioned earlier, cannot initiate the first step. Okay, so it required the primer. See here, there is a red color, that is primers, and then the DNA polymerase is working on it. DNA polymerase is working on it. Okay, see here, DNA polymerase is working on it. Okay. Okay, so we moving to our presentation. The DNA replication process always occurs 5' to 3' direction. Okay, the DNA replication process is always occurs from 5' to 3' direction. Both strands move opposite in direction and anti-parallel to each other. The E. coli contains single origin replication sites, that is ORIC site. The initiator protein, that is DNA A, that recognize the ORIC sites on the DNA. This sequence is called as 9-mer sequence. Okay, and binds. The ORIC region contain high reach sequence of AT sequence. Okay, it contain high AT sequence. Why it is contain high AT sequence? Because as you know that GC contain triple bond and AT contain double bond, so it is very easy to break a double bond. It required the less energy. That's why all the ORS sites, that is a single site containing high reach in AT sequences, which is easily can be broken. The DNA-B has helicase activity. It melts the double-stranded DNA into single-stranded DNA. See here, prokaryotic proteins or the enzymes is different and eukaryotic proteins and enzymes is different. The general name is helicase, but in case of prokaryotic system, actually which protein is working as a helicase, that is DNA B has the helicase activity and DNA A has the origin recognition sites. Okay. Next is DNA C. DNA C is the helix loader. It loads the DNA B. Okay. DNA B cannot comes and directly binds. Okay. It requires the DNA C. That means DNA A and DNA C both have the binding activity on it. Okay. DNA B activates the helicase activity. It separates the strands. The single stranded binding proteins maintains and separate both the strands in a single stranded forms. As I mentioned earlier, when the DNA helicase separates DNA, suddenly the SSBP proteins comes and binds to maintain the single stranded forms. Next is then the binding of primase enzymes which added 10 to 20 ribonucleotide. The primase SSB proteins and the helicase together forms primosome complex. The primase required energy in a form of ATP for addition of nucleotide. Okay, this is one of the important things, that is primase add a ribonucleotide. The chain is near about 10 to 20 because DNA polymerase third cannot initiate the DNA replication process. It required some primers. Okay, suddenly the complex, that is primase, SSBP and helicase together to form a primosome complex. Primase add, for the addition of nucleotide, primase required ATP molecule. Primase add nucleotide at 3' to 5' direction. Then the further extension of this chain is done by DNA polymerase 3. That is, DNA polymerase does not initiate the DNA replication process. That's why we required the primers. The prokaryotic replication, one strand is continuously synthesized called leading strand, another is discontinuously synthesized called lagging strands. The discontinuous synthesized strand is called as Okazaki fragment. In case of prokaryotic, the size of Okazaki fragment is near about 1000 to 20,000 nucleotide. The gap filling of Okazaki fragment is performed a DNA polymerase 1 and joining the ends is done by DNA ligase. Ligase uses ATP and NAD for the synthesis of phosphodiester bond in between two nucleotide chain. Okay, thank you.